along racial, ethnic, cultural and even linguistic lines. To celebrate our diversity, we bring you organizers of the Heritage Unity Festival. It is an event that is aimed at promoting a social cohesion through heritage, music and cultural heritage in order to create the much needed dialogue amongst all South Africans. Well, for more, I'm very pleased to be joined in studio by Tsotso Matlolane and Bianca Alex and Mr. Pakiso Matlolane, who are all the organizers of the event. Gentlemen and ladies, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning to all the viewers. Yes.
So tell us all about this festival. What is it all about? Who's going to go first? Bianca, let's start with you.
So I think this festival is aimed at, changing South Africa as a whole, because we've come from a place where there was struggle in the past. We're now a democracy, but we still face the racial barriers that are holding people bound than working together as a united country. So that's how I think it came about. So maybe tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, I think it came through as a result of the racial tensions that have been scarring our country right now. I think we're at our racial peak. Every time that you open your TV, every time you want to listen to the news, every time on social media, there is a video that's going viral. Why are we taking videos instead of saying no? You know, this is enough. It's more like it's entertaining us more than we are saying we do not want to be part of this. I mean, you would not let something go viral that you do not want to be part of. So we're just worried about that. We are worried about our children growing in a country that is so racially conflicted. You know, we just want to say it is time for change. We are tired. We are just citizens of South Africa. We are non-governmental. We are non-political. We are just saying, let us all come together and stop this. That's the Heritage Unity Festival.
Absolutely. Pakiso, so tell us, why do we need to have these dialogues and debates when it comes to our ethnicity, our racial groups, as well as our cultural backgrounds?
Okay, we believe that for us to understand each other, it's best that we understand each other's heritage. That's why even at the event we'll be having stalls, representing all our 11 official languages.
Wow.
Yeah, where people can go and ask questions, those controversial questions that you wanted to know about other cultures and all that will be displayed, in a comfort zone, and that people can ask all that,
All right. Tell us about what's going to take place at the festival, Tsotso, and who's coming to perform. Are there going to be performances? Is it a day event? I mean, tell us all those juicy details.
The day is basically about heritage. It's on the 24th of September on Heritage Day. So we will be celebrating heritage.
Okay.
And we are saying heritage is who I am. Culture is my way of life. So we're saying come with your elegant cultural attires, grace the event, come and see what we do as South Africans. You must learn from me and I learn from you.
Absolutely.
Bring your elegance. If you want to incorporate Bianca's sari with my Pantsula techies, go ahead. This is South Africa. That's what we are saying to people, that we are one. We are diverse. And that is just the South Africa that we'd like to see. I'd like to see a white guy in a Why not? Why not? Because we are South Africans. We are tired of being divided. We are tired of being segregated. It's even happening with children at school. They are so segregated. You go to school, you will find little groups, black girls, white girls. Why? Somebody taught us that. It has been instilled in us to believe that we are somehow different. But we're saying, okay, we've been taught that. It's too late to change it. But let's bring our diversity together. So we'll have cultural activities on the day. We'll have your dancers, Tswanas. We'll have your oriental dancers. We'll also have, surprise, boxers. We'll have a boxing ring with boxers that will be boxing racism. They want to show that racism ends in the ring. It's a game that ends right inside the ring. Don't bring it outside of the ring. It is a sport that was meant to end there. Let's stop boxing each other. If you want to box, go and be a boxer. Put on those boxing gloves and do it on the ring.
Paki, so let's talk about this. I mean, we always hear that a lot of our white counterparts don't necessarily go out and celebrate any days that are dealing with social cohesion in the country. Maybe you and Bianca, talk to us about that. How are you trying to get every race into that festival?
Okay, we have come up with a lineup that is very diverse. And then we've got Bok van Blair, Amanda Black, Jack Barrow, MT, Bobby van Jaarsveld, Refense, Black Motion, Freshly Ground, and Hussein Valley. So that will attract people of different races to say, hey, I like Jack Barrow, you know. Somebody will say, I like MT or Black Motion.
Yeah.
Then when we get them together like that, then we can be able to advocate the message. You know, we see, which is we're saying, let us unite as South Africans. I'm sure even our forefathers, you know, of democracy, where they are, they're like, is this what we died for? Is this what the bloodshed was for? You know, after all that, people are not uniting. I mean, I always say, you know what, a white man will never go back to the sea. No, the black men go back to the mountain. So we have to be together, to learn to live together, to coexist, you know.
Yeah,
that's the message. Yeah.
And I think we're telling people, you can still be yourself.
Yeah.
You can still be unique, who you are. You were born into this heritage. You must embrace that. But we're saying, even through that, learn about the diversity. You know, Alicia, South Africa is such a diverse country. We have different languages, people look different, but that's all well and good. But we should embrace one another, get to know one another, tolerate people. You know, I think this country, we lack the knowledge and we're too scared to ask because we're so afraid that it will be turned around, oh, it's a racial problem now.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, it's the fear of. And we're also reaching out to the private sectors. You know, we're asking you, partner with us. Let's change our country together. Help us fuel this fire. Let the warmth touch the hearts of our nation, which is South Africa. Let's change it. I mean, you can take me up on this offer. I'm going to give you a sari. You come on that
we
day.
We spoke about that.
Alicia, and you wear your
I'm going to be rocking my sari.
And you're going to look beautiful in it, right?
Confirmed.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
We should embrace and intertwine with one another.
Let's talk about this, guys. I understand this event is taking place at Carnival City. I mean, are you planning to make this an annual thing? And if it's happening just in Johannesburg, you have just appealed to the private sector and everybody else, and even government, to try and chip in. Are you planning to take this national? If so, what do you need? Talk to the people out there.
Okay, for sure. I can't. I've been waiting for this moment forever. We need every peace-loving South African to come on board. This is not just for us. This is for you. This is for you. This is for all of us. We need this. We are tired of the fightings. We have children that are growing up in this country, and this country belongs to all of us at the end of the day, because that change is, we're not going back.
Absolutely.
We are moving forward, and together we can, and together we will. And would really, really like to say, guys, open up. Give us those funds that we need to make this country better. We have parties almost every month that are meaningless. This is something that we can all be proud of. It is something that is actually benefiting all South Africans. So we are saying, reach deep into the pockets, which is what we did. Unfortunately, we do not have sponsors. Unfortunately, we do not have sponsors. The only sponsors that we have, and I'd really like to say thank you to Carnival City. I'd like to say thank you to Tsotso Matlolane. And I'd like to say thank you to Carnival Sobe. An event this big with 3 sponsors, that is not right, South Africans.
Who are you looking to partner up with? Maybe let's go there.
Yeah, we're looking at the private sector. We're looking at government departments, and mostly we're looking for people, fellow citizens, to come to the event. You know, this is all for them. We say come out in numbers. Our venue is huge. You know, all you have to bring is your camping chair. And remember to dress elegantly to show your pride in your heritage. Because there'll also be, you know, random cash prizes for best dressed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Bianca, I might just take that best dressed prize. All right, now, what do you need in terms of growing this festival further, in terms of in the next 10 years to come, Bianca?
Firstly, we would need the support of our fellow citizens. We're creating a legacy here. So on the 24th of September, Alicia, we're not just aiming it's a one-day event, it's over.
Is this your first one?
This is the first one. This is the first one.
Okay.
With the intention to have this an annual event, but every day to make small changes, to be interested in your neighbor, to understand who you're working with. For example, I remember in corporate company, every time I would talk to this one person, he would look down at me, would never look me in the eye. And Alicia, I thought it was disrespect. Until one day I asked him.
It's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing. He actually said, I honor you and I respect you. That is why I look down. And it touched my heart. But if I did not ask him, I would have always had this barrier between him and me. So we're saying to our fellow South African citizens out there, people, hear our plea. This is for all of us. This is to take it a step further, you know? We don't want this racial barrier anymore. We want to work with South Africans. We want to love South Africans. And it's actually going to combat crime. We see somebody being mugged, hijacked, we drive away because it's not our problem. Now, if I look at Pakiso as my brother, as a South African citizen, we can combat crime.
Absolutely.
You know, our currency would change. There's so many things. This is a bigger picture. So we're asking people every day to make small changes, but partner with us. Like we said, we're not affiliated with any political party. We are just South African citizens concerned for our people.
Let's talk about the children. You know, Tsotso mentioned this, and I think it's a very, very vital point to put across that. I mean, the children grow up witnessing this hatred and growing up learning to hate certain people because of their color. I mean, how important is it for the children to get there? And we know that children can't get there without the permission of their parents. Pakiso, so what are you going to do to remedy that situation?
Yeah, we're saying this is a family event.
Okay.
And also children under 4, they come in free.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're encouraging people to, you know, to bring their kids, the whole family, and come have a fun-filled day.
Okay.
And learn more about each other. That's the most important thing.
And let those kids interact on the playground and so forth.
And we also have teen VIP Makis so that they can come and
the teenagers,
network, you know. So it's
them,
Okay, let's talk about the tickets now. My director is asking about complimentary tickets, but where can the rest of the public go to buy those tickets?
All right. Tickets available at CompuTickets, at ShopRite, and at Checkers Hyper.
How much are they going for?
No, look, they are reasonable at 350. They start from 350. Why? We just want to even break even because we're doing this from our own funds. We're not looking at making any profit. But we just say.
But I mean, bringing all those activities there on the day, and you have to pay people.
You have to pay, just to cover costs. It's a worthy cause to support. And we just like to say it will be a relaxed environment. Family orientated, come and enjoy with us.
Tsotso, anything you want to add? I know you want to say something.
Yes, I do want to add. What we are doing with this doesn't just end here. We want to take it to schools. We have been in communication with the Department of Education to teach our children about heritage, to teach them about who they are. Because look, I do not have to be white to be black. I don't know if I make sense. But we need to teach our children who they are. Not only that they are black, but that they should also accommodate other races and other cultures. We should all coexist. You know, the other day I was telling them that my daughter came back from school very, very, very distraught. She saw a sangoma in the toilets. And I asked myself, did somebody die? What happened? Guess what? It was a lady that cleans in her cultural attire. Our children are just completely blank and they're scared to put on their cultural attires because they do not want to be associated with black. So I'm just worried that our children are losing themselves in this whole process. Instead of teaching each other, who's going to teach who then if we're all losing ourselves?
And we're always putting across this message of embrace your culture. But how am I going to embrace my culture if I can't go out and speak my own language and wear my own attire?
Absolutely, I agree. That is why I offered you now to use the sari, right? Going back at that sari. Because you should be proud to say that, you know what, this Indian lady had offered me her sari and I'm going to wear it best as I can, as myself. Doesn't mean now you're Indian, but you're embracing that thing. You know, and that's what we're trying to do.
All right.
And then,
one last word
Alicia,
from you,
yes, you asked about the tickets. I was going to say for the public to win themselves tickets, they need to go to their Facebook page, to our Facebook page,
what is it?
Heritage Unity Festival 2017, and there you can post your picture in your elegant traditional attire. And we've got weekly winners. The picture that gets most likes, then you get to win yourself 2 tickets to come to the event.
Oh, wow. That is some interesting news. Your final details, Bianca, anything you want to add before I let you guys go?
I just want to say to the people out there that if you're listening, take this seriously because it's for all of us. We want to make the change. We should be the change agents. We should make sure that we don't destroy South Africa, but we enhance our country.
All right, we've got the rest of your information on the website on our screen. I know Tsotso wants to add something. One last word, miss.
All we
to
just
say
want
to
to
South
say to
Africa-
South Africans is,
Whoa.
Whoa.
Enough is enough. Let's stop the racial tensions and fighting.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
strength of the nation is in its unity.
Yes.
Let us unite South Africans. Heritage Unity Festival, 24 September, Carnival City Festival
doors
launch.
opens at
See
9
you there.
o'clock.
All right, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be there in my sari, hey? You heard it right here on AM News, guys. This is a great initiative, and I hope it can only grow further from here. And of course, next year, I'm hoping that we're going to be talking about the fact that there's a
Yes.
Durban leg, there's a Cape
Hallelujah.
Town leg,
Yes.
and,
Yes,
and try and cover the rest of the
Yes.
regions.
Yes.
That was, of course, Miss Tsotso Matlolane, Bianca Alex, and Pakiso Matlolane, who are all organizers of this great event. Go check out their website. It's called the Heritage Unity Festival. It is taking place, of course, at the Carnival City. Go to their website. We've got their details there, and you can get more details. You can even win some tickets, and I'll see you there in Nesari. Let's take a quick ad break. Your sports news are coming up after that.